Good day, I am Angelo Urbino Soriaso from Section N1. Currently, a second year student taking a Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering. A pleasant day also to our course instructor for this semester, Sir Johnny Bolongaita. Hello, sir. May you have a blissful day ahead. To formally start this oral video recitation, let me share this quotation to everyone from ethicist Rushworth Kedder, which says, as we practice resolving dilemmas, we find ethics to be less a goal than a pathway, less a destination than trip, and less an inoculation than a process. According to vocabulary.com, ethics mainly talks about a person or a behavior as right in the moral sense. He's truthful, he's fair and honest, and sometimes it means for a people who tend to abide with the standards for their profession. In line with this, there are numerous individuals we can't pinpoint when we talk and describe an ethical person, for there would surely be a broad criterion when it comes to this. And regardless of the wide scope of the criterion, there are things we commonly do in almost every day of our lives, such as following the rules from our workplaces, having an effective communication, professionalism will always show accountability and responsibility, trust and mutual respect from our colleagues, and a lot more. These are just some of the things that will give us an avenue in looking for a path through being an ethical person. Answering the question if I consider myself to be an ethical person, I could say that I am. I may not be the best person or the ideal person everyone wishes to be, but I myself know my worth, capabilities, and character. That is why I could really say that I am an ethical person. This is not based solely on what other people think of me. This is based mainly on what I think I was and who I really am. In line with this, I want to give emphasis on things and reasons why I consider myself to be ethical. First, I make things better for the better. Since then, I always give importance to the value of every life. I used to train myself how to carefully act in a way of which I could give considerations that would be the possible effects or the consequences of my actions. Before going into the final decision, I weigh things whether it is bad or good. Thus, thinking before acting, I always choose the decision that will bring happiness and meaning, not only for myself but for others as well to cherish. I did this because I realized that happiness is best felt when shared, and the real attainment of success is how we make things better while putting into considerations other people's feelings. Second thing is that I always tend to follow the golden rule as much as I could when dealing with variety of people. Recalling what was said by Confucius, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, in its most familiar and simplest version. Before we judge others based on their actions and decisions, let us always first put ourselves in their shoes of why they did it so. This moral principle has guided me so much in choosing for they that I would choose for myself. I will always employ this every time I see people encounter dilemmas among them, for I know it is not easy being on their part. And most importantly, let us always consider the people around us when doing things, for what we show and do them is what we'll also get in return. Or shall I say, what we sow is what we reap. Let us wish others the best of everything and pray for them, for blessings comes to those who know how to value the other people. The third reason why I consider myself ethical is that I am always civil when dealing with variety of people. And the fourth is I accept responsibility for my own behavior. It means that whenever I engage myself in a discussion or sharing my ideas, the respect I have for them is always there. Ever since I was in elementary, our father always reminds us the significance of showing respect to others regardless of their race, gender, culture, age, tradition, or religion. Also, being civil means I did not berate with others because they don't share my opinion or view or point of view. That's okay because it is true after all that we have different perspectives when it comes to knowing things around us. And most importantly, I train myself to learn to disagree without being disagreeable. No matter how you see yourself as an individual person, whether you are ethical or not, what matters the most is that we always think of the things that are best for us. Ideas and actions that will make us bloom and develop into a better being of this planet. And most importantly, do things accordingly and meaningfully, where you take considerations with what other people may feel about it. For failings, matters too as yours, just like what on the 13th President of the United States has to say about being an ethical person, John F. Kennedy. A man does what he must, in spite of the personal consequences, in spite of obstacles and dangers if dreadful. Thank you and God bless us all.